I'm not gonna lie. Us going into our 40s now, and this pre-menopause, whatever y'all call it.
Like men literally don't know shit about women.
But I hit a point in my life where I want to be happy.
And now you're like on the internet bitching and whining and moaning about that because she's going through something and you don't want to be there for her. And she was the person, I guarantee you, taking care of you this whole entire time.
Dealing with all of it. I've reached a point where I don't want to deal with it anymore. I am tired of a woman's. And it's not just my wife. Like going through with her, like I have no tolerance for my daughter either. Like she gets in her little mood and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be there. Even my mom, she had this moment with me and I just told her my honest opinion, like, Mom, I want like really want.
Wow. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I was saying. She's been down for you this whole time, and you're like, oh, I just can't take it. When I come across stuff like this, I cannot help but think this we're being trolled, we're being punked. I just don't see how anybody, let alone a man, could make this video, watch it, and then post it, and then keep it up. Like after, you know what I mean? Like after it, I just don't understand. This is crazy to me, but let's continue in the saga that is the victimization or the victimhood mentality of men. I hate menopause. I hate menopause. A man saying I hate menopause is crazy. In and of it's you already get ready for the fuckery. I hate menopause from a man. Nuts. That's like a man saying I hate pregnancy. That's like a man saying I hate periods. That's like what? What are you talking about? You don't even experience this. You're not the one going through this. A woman can say this. Absolutely. A man cannot say this. Absolutely not. This is wicked.
It's so hard being married, especially when your wife's going through it. I've been with my wife since 12 years old. I was 19 and she was 12. Ah. No, we're both 12 years old. We're neighbors. We grow up together and all that.
What? How was that funny? Dude, what? It always comes full circle. Having a husband, having a boyfriend is embarrassing. It is a humiliation ritual. You get online. Imagine you get online. You go up. I'm gonna go take my morning dump or my morning pee or whatever. You're a woman. You sit on the toilet and you're just doom scrolling and you're doom scrolling. And the third swipe is this is your husband. Like delete, like what the fuck? I would literally scream at the top of my lungs and drop my phone. Like I saw a fucking black widow crawl across my leg. Like what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Just embarrassing, utterly embarrassing.
But man, I remember after she had the baby, the second one, but also with our last child. And I've always had to deal with her emotions and all that and her shit. But I'm not gonna lie, us going into our 40s now, and this pre-menopause, whatever y'all call it.
Like men literally don't know shit about women. You know what's funny about this? For me, at least, like a month ago, like my mom and a couple of my female cousins came over and my wife, and for like 2 hours they were just talking about menopause and they were like reading quotes out of like books. Like they had a book about menopause. One of my cousins did, and she was like reading about it. And I'm just Oh man, they're in their 50s. My mom's in her 60s. My mom's almost 70 years old. But it was just really funny to like, it was just really funny to like when I think back on that time, like what percentage of men are just, listening to women talk about perimenopause, menopause, all these things. Like it was as much as I wasn't turned off by it at all. I thought it was interesting for sure. But like I just thought about it after the fact. I was like, what percentage of men are in these situations? I'm curious to know because this dude seems like he's never had these conversations or he's never heard these conversations with women. I wasn't in it. I didn't, what the fuck can I add to it? I was just listening to what they were saying. But yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah. More biology. We need sex ed. Sex ed should teach boys about periods, menopause, hormonal, things that women go through. Like men need that. Boys need to learn that. And my wife does that too with my son, by the way. I love that she breadcrumbs him. I've been peeping it. She just breadcrumbs him about periods and, things of that nature. So that way, by the time he's 16, it'll just be like, oh, okay. And and my son is very aware. He's a very aware child. So that's pretty dope. I love that for him.
Damn, it has really tested me. Um,
Hold on. Hold on. Her going through menopause is really tested. And I'm not saying, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. I get it. I could understand if he was having this conversation, but he needs to add so much more. First it should be his wife. It should be like she's going through a lot and you know, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm there for her and yada yada yada. And man, it as much as tough as it may be for me, I'm sure it's 100 times tougher for her. So I'm gonna make sure that I do my best to, just be there to support her, blah, blah, blah. Like that's the only way to have this conversation. I ain't gonna hold you. That's the only way to have this conversation.
I've hit this point where I didn't understand why, like, I felt like she had resentment towards me. Her, like, looking at me a certain way, like, oh, you're the reason. And just, it's gotten bad. Bad to the point where I stopped caring. I stopped trying to make her happy. That's always been my goal since a little kid, was to make Erica happy.
Bullshit. Bullshit, that's been your goal. Bullshit. Stop lying. What are you talking about? And prime example of a man that will leave a woman when she gets sick. Prime example. She's not even sick. I'm not even gonna, what I'm saying? But very natural, right? Women go through it, all women that get to a certain age or whatever the case may be. And he's like, yeah, I'm about to throw in the towel. as if, as if his wife isn't like his wife is experiencing something like you just fucking new to her. This is crazy. He's like, yeah, it's so hard on me, man. So hard on me, bruh. And these be the men talking about we're suffering in silence. This is why I don't give a fuck about men's mental health. I ain't gonna even hold you. This is why I don't give a fuck about it. That's why I don't care. I don't care because we don't care. I don't care about men's mental health because men don't care about women's mental health. And they really don't care about men's mental health, to be honest with you. But we definitely don't care about women's mental health. So I don't have any empathy for men as a group when it comes to this, right? Like, let's be for real, because this is crazy, nuts.
But I hit a point in my life where I want to be happy too. And I'm tired of making other people happy. Like, you got to put on the clown suit and keep their dance for them. And are you happy now? How about now? And it's exhausting. It very much is. And we've gotten separated, back together, separate. It's been, but dealing with all of it, I've reached a point where I don't want to deal with it anymore. I am tired of a woman's, and it's not just my wife. like going through it with her, like I have no tolerance for my daughter either. Like she gets in her little mood and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be there. Even my mom, she had this moment with me and I just told her my honest opinion, like, Mom, I don't want, like, really, Mom? Like, I'm just so over it. But we've got it back together and we're working at it. And one of my friends posted that he was going through a divorce and I hit him up because I learned that too while getting separated. It is so shitty to get separated. Like, y'all women think that we have it made, we're men, and oh, we don't have to worry about anything. We're gonna go out and just have a great time with our friends and live it up. But you try sitting in an empty house, in an empty.
Who thinks that about men? No, I don't think that about men. I think men are fucking terrible after. That's why men hurry up and go get married. That's why they go find another woman quickly because they can't. They don't ever sit and process and go through the whole thing. That way they can learn from it. I've talked to men that have been married, divorced for 30 years. And then I'm like, divorced, but I talked to men that have been divorced for 15, 20, 30 years. And I'll ask them, why did their wives leave them or why did they get divorced? And they still haven't reconciled like why they got divorced or whatever. Like they're still up here talking about I mean, she just had a decision to make and she made a decision. Like it's always this vague. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I don't know. You got to ask her. When did you guys get divorced? You know, if somebody says, I don't know, you got to ask her, I'll give you maybe like, you got like a 2-year window of like, you don't really understand what's going on. I'm being gracious with 2 years. I'm just being nice, right? Dudes be divorced for 10 years, still not like haven't done any unpacking. No self-awareness whatsoever. What happened? Oh, you know, things happen. No, what happened, bro? What happened? Tell me what happened. Men do not do we nobody thinks men, I don't say nobody. Nobody thinks men are gonna live it up though. That's not what we think. Most people know men are gonna be fucking demons when they get divorced. They're the worst. They're the worst.
Room all by yourself and not hearing anything after you're used to having your kids going out and about and slamming things and your little pets that you're able to call, come here, baby, come here, and just having it all to going to stillness. So when I talked to the homie, I went out with him and he was just telling me, like, I'm done with her, bro. Like, same energy. And that's why I wanted to talk to him. Like, me too. I'm like, I don't have no energy to be there. Like, oh, what do you need, baby? Like, it's just over.
Imagine a woman saying this. Imagine a woman saying this about a man that did take care of her, that actually did show up for her. So the men, this is what I want y'all to understand. Remember all the men and how they reacted to Aisha Curry, basically saying she's been taking care of everybody in her family for the last like 15 years. And she lost herself in that and she lost her identity. And she, you know, she just kind of is trying to regain some semblance of her identity back. And the men are like, oh, you got a perfect life. Oh, da, 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 da. Your husband takes care of you and all of that. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, right? Okay, cool. They can't understand Aisha Curry. But these men are running around here talking about I just don't want to take care of her anymore. And you never did. You never took care of that woman. You never did. You never showed up for her. Stop fucking lying. Stop fucking lying. Women ain't separating men that do good and do right by them. Let's be for real. So you're not that guy. And now you're like on the internet fucking bitching and whining and moaning about that shit because she's going through something and you don't want to be there for her. And she was the person, I guarantee you, taking care of you this whole entire time. Imagine, flip that shit around. A woman saying this. Imagine, you ain't really got to imagine though. Like I said, Aisha Curry. And Aisha Curry ain't even, she don't even talk about leaving Steph. She be talking about just, you know, fixing herself, really. It'd really be about herself. She don't even be talking about Steph. And they'd be like, oh man, if I was married to Steph, I would never say this. Marry me, pick me, Steph. But y'all get on the internet and be cool saying this shit out loud. Fuck. Crazy.
And he starts telling me, I want to put my foot down. I'm tired of this. I'm a man. And I'm not going to go back and blah, 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 blah. And I felt him. But I'm still working on mine too. I haven't given up. But last week, I went and I saw another friend, and that one hit different. He comes up to me like, "How are you and your wife?" He's like, "I saw what's going on." I'm like, "Man, I'm already up to here." He's like, "No, stick with it. Stick with it. What I would give to have my wife." You don't understand when they're going through this phase right now, because we don't understand what's going on, but they need us to be there. It might seem horrible, but what I would give to be there right now. And if that woman right now is just there with you, you need to stick by her side. He's so right. I don't understand what's going on. I fucking hate it. But I do know that woman stuck by my side through everything.
Wow. That's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I was saying. She's been down for you this whole time, and you're like, oh, I just can't take it. Oh, I hate my daughter too. Oh, I hate my mom too. Like, what the fuck? Ugh.
It don't matter what happens in life. We've always been there for each other. So now that we're at this point, it's, I guess, literally my ride or die, because I'm gonna ride it out with her. That's my boo boo. And that's where we're at in this phase of our life, where, man, we've gone through every phase of it. And now we're at this point, and I just want to grow old with her and at our best. And we're going to have bad days, we're going to have good days, but I want to spend every day with her.
Men will figure out a way to make themselves victims. You thought this, what made you think this was okay? You think because in the end you like, I'm gonna stick beside her, that everything is okay. All that shit you just said was crazy. That was fucking nuts. You were even thinking about getting divorced because she's going through fucking perimenopause. What the fuck? Oh my God. And then to say, yeah, she's been by my side this whole time. Exactly. Exactly. That's the crazy, like, that's what I knew. I was like, what the, like, why are y'all always complaining? And like, the women be putting up with all your shit. You were just, oh, I put on the clown suit and I made everybody happy. You didn't. She did. Stop lying. She did the work, man. And now it's a rough patch. And now you like, I was thinking about abandoning her. Don't let that lady get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis or some form of cancer or something like that. This dude is in the fucking wind, guaranteed.